an oil-producing and exporting country, Nigeria is a large market for foreign goods owing to its population. In this regard, the maritime industry holds the key to the nation's growth and development. For the latest news on the maritime industry, tune in to Maritime Today on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, a program designed to showcase the opportunities and challenges in the Nigerian maritime sector. Why don't you join us on Wednesdays at 9:15 a.m. and Saturdays at 10:15 a.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM as we highlight the development and new regulations put in place to address the problems of the maritime industry. Wednesdays 9:15 a.m. and Saturdays 10:15 a.m. Maritime Today is brought to you by the Nigerian Shippers Council.
Here to take us through that in less than 5 minutes.
There is maritime news. The Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, has given a newly constituted special committee 21 days to review the operations of commercial boat operators in Nigeria's coastal and inland waterways and submit a comprehensive report. The committee was set up to tackle the alarming rate of boat mishaps in the country, a problem the minister described as a pressing issue requiring immediate attention. Speaking during a meeting in Abuja with heads of agencies under his ministry, Oyetola highlighted the urgent need to address the safety concerns surrounding waterways transport. He explained that the committee's primary responsibility is to assess the current state of commercial boat operations and recommend actionable solutions to drastically reduce accidents and improve safety standards. The committee, chaired by Bola Oyebamiji, the managing director of the National Inland Waterways Authority, NIWA, comprises experts and representatives from relevant agencies, including Professor S. Abiodun, Dr. A.M. Sule, and Dr. B.D. Olaoshebiko. The committee is tasked with developing a comprehensive plan to address these issues and proposing standard design specifications for different categories of commercial boats used in coastal and inland waterways. Additionally, the committee will consider other related measures necessary to establish a safer and more viable commercial waterway transport system. Oyetola expressed confidence that the recommendations from the committee will provide a lasting solution to the challenges facing waterways transportation in Nigeria. Moving on to other news, the Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Adewale Adeni, has bagged the iconic Maritime Personality of the Year 2024 award, which is organized by Maritime journalists. This was contained in a release signed by the chairman and secretary of the award planning committee, Dele Aderibigbe and Innocent Orok, respectively. Aderibigbe explained that the need for the Nigerian maritime media practitioners to honor Adeni was a unanimous decision by all maritime journalists cutting across point, electronic and online media, including print. They believe that Adeni has registered sterling and excellent performance since he assumed office as a custom boss. He said, and I quote, Aderibigbe explained that the award came at a time when the President, Bola Tinubu, is looking for focused and dedicated leaders to take the Nigerian economy out of the woods. And finally, in the news, a maritime group under the auspices of Sea Empowerment Research has urged the federal government to encourage diversification of port operations by developing new terminals, warehouses and logistic facilities. In a statement released on Wednesday, the head of the group, Mr. Eugene Weke, stated the move would boost cargo output and revenue generation. encourage diversification of port operations, such as the development, consider private sector participation in the rehabilitation and operation of the port through public-private partnerships or concessions to bring in much-needed investment, expertise and efficiency, he said. Wike, who is also a former president of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, emphasized the need for the government to review and update the regulatory framework governing port operations to ensure that it is conducive to efficient and effective port management and encourage investment. That was our maritime news. Over to Victor Oteri for the rest of the show.
Nigerian shippers cancel day to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from port A, go enter port B with a measure within on a needle. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't sharp proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem where shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily. Papa, email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng. Allow us on top 0818-888-8895 or 0703-584-6468. Nigerian Shippers Council with the meeting now for the port of Unanir.
The Nigerian Shippers Council is now better poised with responsive systems in place to help you and other shippers get seamless, stress-free transition for your clients' goods from point A to B. Today at the Nigerian Shippers Council, timeliness, orderliness, transparency and efficiency is all we care about. Put your complaint through to our helpline 0818-888-8895. Visit us at number 4 Ayodele Shoyode Lane, Apapa, Lagos, or reach us on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your need.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your needs.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. All right, then. So today we're navigating the skies in Nigeria, air freight business in focus. And joining me on the line this morning, I have Sunday Akintunde, who is the chairman, Air Freight Stakeholders Forum in Abuja. Sunday Akintunde, nice to have you. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mr. Victor. Good morning.
And how are you doing?
Nice having me. I'm fine. I'm doing good.
Wonderful. All right. Yeah. So the last time we spoke with you on this program was sometime in July 2024, which is a little over 7 months ago. So I know that there will be some kind of assessment from your end. But how did you assess last year for those who are in the air freight business sector?
Yes, I can say that last year was a very good year for us. It was a great year. We have improved significantly in the air freight business, and we hope that this year will be far better than next year.
Right. So earlier in the year, last year, I know that within the first 4 months, you guys were really complaining that things were not very, very bright. So at what point did it change?
Yes, around towards the end of last year, we had meeting with the Shippers Council, and all the stakeholders came together on a forum, and we had a robust meeting session where we have all agencies in the aviation industry inclusive, and it was anonymously agreed in that meeting that we need to do a seminar this year, and that's what we want to work towards. We want to do a seminar that will be elaborate, that we are going to bring all the government agencies, the ministries, starters together in Abuja. So we are planning for that so that we can take everything back to them so that they can be able to listen to us and attend to our issues.
All right. So for those... so for those who are in this sector, for those who do not really understand what you guys do, who are those that are in the air freight business sector? And what do you guys do?
Yeah, we do logistics and supply chain business in air freight forum. And we have the clearing agents, they are our members. We have the shippers. We have the private sector, the investors. We have all government agencies, the NDLEA, the Custom, Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, NAMA, NCA. It's all the people, the professionals in aviation industry, the one involved.
So in terms of your membership strength, if I look at the Abuja Air Freight Forum, what does the figure look like? How many members do you have?
Yeah, we are having up to 800 members.
Wow, in Abuja alone?
Yes, in Abuja alone, because it's all inclusive. It's everybody that are involved.
All right.
Everybody.
Since you guys are in logistics, how would you describe logistics in Abuja and, of course, by extension in Nigeria? Have things really changed?
Yes, things are just fairly changed. We have not gotten to where we're supposed to be for now. When you are looking at logistic business, it's a global business. When you look at all these developed countries, logistic business contributes about 30 to 40% to their GDP. But Nigeria, we have not gotten there yet. When you go to developed country, you see the way things are moving. You see supply chain, the way it's moving. But in Nigeria, we have not tapped this potential fully. But I know we are going to get there. It's just it's a matter of time.
Right.
We'll get there.
So what are the kind of things that you guys lift on the skies? I mean, when you freight things via the air, what kind of things do you guys freight? Let's put it in perspective.
We freight diplomatic shipments. We have freight cooler nuts. We have freight food items, different food items, and we have freight general cargo. That's what we have freight.
All right. Okay.
And
so
at times we normally have medicaments like all these vaccine, live animals, special cargos, dangerous goods. These are all what we export and import into Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of potentials for the industry, when we look at the air freight business that we have, do you know how much revenue that can generate?
The money that can generate is generating billions of naira. If you look at the custom report last year ending, the revenue has increased significantly. When you're talking about the duties that were raked by government, we are talking about trillions of naira in revenue.
All right.
And it has increased by 23% according to the report of the Nigerian Customs.
All right.
So it's a very, very huge business.
So
that is TT alone. When we are still talking about profits to the stakeholders, we are talking about billions of naira projects. Business, yes.
So potentially the sector is very, very rich. It has a whole lot. But for practitioners like you, for those of you who are practitioners, would you say you guys are really raking in money? Are you really making it as relates to the prospects?
Yes, for now, the economy is struggling. Nigerian economy is struggling. It's not like before when we used to, make huge profit. But now the profit is not like before. But at the same time, we are still in business. And we continue to be in business.
Right.
We continue.
Okay. So so you talk about your members that are spread across different aspects of the aviation sector, and they're involved in one thing or the other. Let's talk about the activities. What are some of the activities that you and your members have been involved in, especially in the year 2024? What are the things that you guys did?
Yes, we have involved in different activities in 2024. Number one, we have been doing good in intergovernment relationship. So since we are the link between the government agencies and the stakeholders, so we have a lot of robust, relationship with governments and our agencies.
Okay.
Another area is that we have been liaising with Nigerian Shippers Council. Anytime we have issues,
All right.
anytime we have issues, we normally, reach out to we always reach out to Nigeria Shippers Council, that they normally intervene between us and the customs, NDLA, NAFDAC, SON, and others. So our activities are also involved, research. We are into research. We do a lot of research about business outlook, economic outlook. We're able to advise our members on how they can do business better than how they have been doing before. We are even going into information technology, IT, how they can, embrace the new areas of businesses that can improve their businesses.
Right.
So we are engaging our members, we are engaging government agencies, and we are engaging the stakeholders.
Let's talk about the products that you guys do export. What are some of those products?
Yes, we have, like I said earlier, we export kola nut, we export food items, different food items, just name it. We export it. We export dangerous goods and import dangerous goods. We export and import live animals. We export and import medicaments, vaccines, blood samples, different kind of product that is being approved by customs. Before we can import anything, they have to be approved by customs and other government agencies.
All right, Mr. Kitsune, I know last year, but this time last year, you guys were really, really groaning, and you did talk about the fact that there were some food items, some items that, Nigeria should be making lots of money from, and they were being smuggled out through the borders and all of that. Yam was the case in question. Has that trend changed?
That trend has not changed. That is why we want to meet the federal government. We want to meet them in a larger forum compared to what we normally have now. That's why we are planning for a seminar and workshop that we are going to invite the presidencies, the people that take decisions in Nigeria. We want to carry our case to them because they have not resolved that. Not only yam, we have some other products that are not going through our country, like beans. Beans are not going throughout in large quantity in a commercial value.
Right.
So these are the items that we want to discuss with government. They are the decision makers, so that they can instruct the Nigerian Shippers Council to facilitate the certification with European Union, the US, Canada, and UK, and other partners, so that they can lift ban on those products, so that we can start exporting it.
So let's have a broader view of this now. For those who might not know what's really going on, why are some of those products, why are they not exportable? The yams, the beans that you're talking about, what's the reason?
The reason is that there is a ban from European Union agencies, US, UK, and other allies of the US. So in the past, they banned all these products in commercial quantities. So that the ban is still stand. So until they leave the ban. And how can they leave the ban? Is for us to put our house together and do the corrective measure that has been, and they will come back for the recertification. So after the recertification, we can start exporting all those products in large quantities.
Right. So for now, those products are being smuggled out through the borders to other countries, and then those countries will now export them to Europe. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's the case. They're only allowed to carry like 4 or 5 pieces for personal use or personal consumption. So.
Right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This morning, we're navigating the skies with the air freight business in focus. And Sunday, Akintunde is our guest. He's the chairperson of the Abuja Stakeholders Forum, and he's taking us to the classroom this morning. Quickly, let's get back to the roads. Ajegunle Corridor, I understand Ojo and Otto Wharf up to Boundary, moving at a very, very fast pace as we speak right now. Vehicular movement around Boundary roundabout is slow. We can tell you Mobile Road in and out is free at this time. And then vehicular movement out of Apapa from Point Road up to Igomu, proceeding through Marine Bridge is very encouraging as we speak. Movement of trucks from Total in and out the ports has been restricted to one lane to allow for passage of other vehicles around that corridor. But no impediment are recorded for now. Most of these areas are still looking good, and we have traffic managers on ground trying to ensure that you have it pretty good as you move along. All right, so let's get back to this. So last year you had some marginal improvement. What is the prospect for this year, even as we move into 2025, Akintunde? What are we looking at?
Yes, this prospect for this year is going to be fine and better than last year. The economy is improving Nigeria because our business is attached to the economy of any given country. It's an international business. So if a country is doing well, the business is doing well. And if a country is not doing well, the business is not doing well. So we have hope. We have hope, and we have belief that this year will be improved more than last year. We are seeing the sign all over the places that there is going to be improvement this year. Right. We have a lot of investors that are willing to come into the business this year. So we have been engaging them. We have been having meetings with them, and we hope, we pray and hope that they are going to start doing business with us.
Okay. All right. Some messages have coming in for you. 08099120777 and also 09153877127. That's the numbers that you can connect with us this morning. This one says, good morning. How can the average air freight operator navigate challenges such as high aviation fuel costs and exchange rate fluctuations to remain competitive and sustainable in the industry? Stanley Obi sending that one in. Were those some of the challenges that you guys faced last year?
Yes, honestly, that's a fantastic question. That is the greatest challenges that we're having. The operating cost is on the high side. That one is on the government side because of the tariff from government is very high. The office allocation at the airport is being charged by square meter in dollars. Airlines are complaining, international airlines, they are complaining. That is why when you see that most of our tickets here in Nigeria and our freight is higher than other countries in Africa because of our high operational costs. The fluctuation in dollar is another significant impact on our business because our business is based on dollars. If government want to calculate their duty, customer want to calculate their duty, they use exchange rate to, for the duties. So these are the major challenges we are having, and we are appealing. We are using this medium of communication to talk to government to assist us in this exchange fluctuation. At least they need to, dollar and naira have to come back to rightful place in international market. The government need to bring down the exchange rate, not at the current rate that we are using of 1,600 naira. When you look at the airlines, they have not increased their charges for years now, but the charges increase because when you convert it to naira, it goes up.
It goes high. Right.
Like when they say now a kilo of cargo is $2 or $3. When you multiply $3 by the exchange rate, 1,600, it's on the high compared to 2 years ago.
That's right.
When the naira was 444 naira. So you will see that the increment is huge. You understand?
Right.
So it's impacting on our business.
Okay.
And I know that person that asked that question is also from the industry.
Definitely. Yeah. There's a question here that says, Mr. Akintunde, what is your vision for the air freight business in Nigeria in the next 5 to 10 years? Oscar is sending that one in from Keno.
Yes, it's our vision, not my vision.
Okay.
Because we work together in the industry. One, like I stated in the former, interview that we have done in the past, My major area, strong area, our strong area is research. We do research. We, follow the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics to get statistics, and so that we can work on that statistics. Number two is we are looking at how these fluctuated forests can be stabilized by the government. Three is we're looking at the tariff at the airport, how the government is going to look, because in some countries, their government, air business owners, they give tax holiday. They do all this thing, but Nigeria reverse is the case. Instead of them to give tax holiday, they increase tax every day. Another one is that we want to continue to have a robust relationship with government agencies, because we are partners in progress. Because without us, if international flight doesn't land in Nigeria or ship doesn't bait in Apapa and other ports, where we government have their own revenue. So we want to do that, and we want to ensure that the investment that is coming into the business is going up. That is our vision. That's our plan for 5 years.
This one says, good morning and happy weekend to everyone in the studio. Mr. Chairman, what lessons can Nigeria learn from leading air freight hubs like Dubai and Singapore? Thanks. Olayinka is sending that one in.
Yes, we have a great potential to learn from this country. When you look at this country in the 70s, they are behind Nigeria. But today, what they did in their country is to revolutionize, like Singapore, export, production. Nigeria is lacking in production. Our forests, our naira cannot be strong if we don't, produce.
Right.
They started from cottage industry in Singapore. I know their model. They have a model like China. China have 50 years plan. 50 years. They started long time ago. Look at where China is today. Look at Dubai. Dubai did not engage in production, but they engage in services. They improve their tourism. They use their oil. They use their oil to turn around their country.
So there's a lot to learn.
Hospitality business.
Right.
Dubai engage in hospitality business. You see hotel everywhere, and they collect tax on it. So we have a lot of tourist attraction in Nigeria that we can
leverage on,
exploit.
Well.
Exploit, and when we do export, it is not only we are importing country.
That's right.
Until we stop this importation and encourage exportation, Nigeria cannot go anywhere.
All right, this one says
just continue to manage the exchange rate.
All right,
just continue.
This one says, how can the industry leverage Nigeria's growing e-commerce sector? You didn't put your name, by the way, but thank you so much for sending that one.
Yes.
E-commerce?
Yes, like I said, when we are at the course of this discussion, I said we are encouraging our members on IT. Most things that is going on all over the world now is e-commerce. Everything is being done online, and we have Nigerians that are very sound in this e-commerce. So we are leveraging on that now. Like the airline too, they are leveraging on e-commerce. So you don't need to know anybody in China before you can bring something in Nigeria or any goods in Nigeria, export goods to China. So everything is being done online. So we are leveraging on that. We have started doing that, and it's helping. If you look at e-commerce business, you are talking about billions of naira business, and we have engaged in that. You don't need to be coming to the airport before your goods has arrived, or before you know that you have your goods has gotten to destination.
Okay,
so everything is being done online.
Let me just sneak in this last question before we round off the program. This one says, good morning. I've been trying to call the studio. I guess network issues. Oh, sorry for that. It says, what specific reforms would you recommend to make the Nigerian air freight industry more competitive? Thanks. John is sending this one in from Abule Egba. John, sorry for that. The network might be challenging, but thank you so much for your question. All right, so what are you recommending?
The reform, one, is what I just discussed now. E-business. E-business, we are looking at, digitalizing the process. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, they are trying to build the warehouse in Abuja.
Okay.
So they are still on it. I don't know what is delaying it. So when we have this standard, the world-class standard warehouse, is a good thing for us, because the process will be seamless. You understand what I'm trying to say now? So that person that sent that message knows that there's a lot of bottleneck. When you go to a port, you see people around going there, but we don't need you. You can't go to other countries airport and see people around and see people here and there. Right. So when you do e-business, everything is being done online.
Okay.
Even our duties too, they should be online, and then you can sit at the back at your the comfort of your bedroom,
right. and you transact the business,
tariff.
Right?
And do your business, get your tariff. You don't even need to get to the airport.
Okay.
You just contact the air freighters and your goods in your house.
Okay, then. So that would be a suitable point to terminate the conversation this morning. Sunday Akutunde, let me say a very big thank you to you. 30 seconds. What's your parting thought on the program? 30 seconds.
Yes, the parting areas that I want to talk about is that Nigerians should embrace export. If you want to grow our economy, if you want to grow our country, if you want our country to compete with Singapore, Malaysia, and all those countries. So the government need to look inward. If you look at Niger State, the report yesterday, they generated over 600 billion from agriculture. Do you expect a state like Niger to generate that? So let other governors too of each state, let them come up with what can improve our economy, not going to Abuja and be collecting allocation every month. So this is what we want people, we want professionals that can look inward and ensure that Nigerian work and ensure that we increase our GDP, improve our naira, and improve and generate employment.
We'll leave it at that for now. We'll leave it at that for now. Sunday Akitunde, thank you so much for connecting with us on the program.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. It's nice having me on radio this morning.
Wonderful.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, then.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
So he is the chairman of the Abuja Air Freight Forum, the Air Freight Stakeholders Forum. And this morning, we've been able to just navigate through the skies with air freight business as a focus for 2025. We have to go. The program has been produced by Mike James. I say a big thank you to Rebecca Adamu, Assistant Director of Public Relations for the Nigerian Shippers Council. Also appreciating Faith Ojokon in the building. Afed John and Okwemi Shudunke, they of our social media unit, and our executive producer is Tayo Akole. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a splendid weekend. Bye.